Hey, it's Uncle Joe at Uncle Joe Hikes. We're here at the Rhododendron Trail at Lake Russell, and gonna head in. It's a short hike. Got a late start today because I had a bit of a plumbing emergency at home. I'm not a plumber, but kind of started yesterday. I was supposed to, well, I was tentatively planning to go do the hike with a hiking buddy group, and had some issues the night before. Wasn't able to get up early enough for that. Noticed I had a problem with my dishwasher, which led to a problem with the plumbing. Called my son-in-law, who helped me through some of it, but it was hard for him to tell exactly what size we were dealing with on the connections and the couplers and stuff. But I went to Ace, and they said, "Oh yeah, that'll probably be this," and they were right, which really helped. My son-in-law got me on the right path, and then they finished it off. I was able to get that done this morning. But anyway, that's a long-winded way of saying I'm doing a shorter hike than I really wanted to. But I wanted to come back up this trail. I've been here before, to get up to the top and maybe take another side trail that goes down toward the lake and then come back over. We'll see how that goes when we get up there where some of the turnoffs are. But yeah, we'll make our way through the Rhododendron Trail. As I said, I think I mentioned I've been up here before, but I didn't do the whole trail. Got run out by a storm. But it's called the Rhododendron Trail, but I didn't find too many rhododendron. I've been told there's some up at the top, so let's go see if we can find them. Much of this, if not most of this portion of this side of the trail runs down an old double track. But hasn't been used as a double track in a long time, so nature's kind of made this a single track by encroaching on the trail from side to side. Lots of ground cedar helping in that effort. And we got some kind of scat here, kind of old. So some berries in there look like some seeds. Could be a bear, it's black. So could be. I think there are some bear in this area. There's some warnings in the campground over there about keeping your food safe and secure. But I don't know. I don't see any signs anybody's really been on this trail today, so we might scare one up. We're real close to town. This backs up kind of against Mount Airy and Cornelia. But we're still far enough away, and then the wilderness behind me, to the east and northeast, goes all the way out, Freddy Branch area. Lots of wilderness across there. So it's a big enough area to support a small population of bears for sure. We'll take this little side trail here. It goes off to our left because there's a little waterfall over here. As I recall, a little cascade. I don't know if it's over 10 feet. It may not constitute a proper falls, but it's pretty nice. That might just be tall enough to constitute a fall. Beautiful little pool to swim in. Real nice. A little path down the other side, there's some water coming through. It's split off up there somewhere. Makes its way down from here. Really beautiful spot. Another little pool here. We made our way to the first, not really the first turn, because we had a little turn where we had to go up and back out. But the first little bend in this double track. Now we're going to go up to a dog leg and turn to our left at some point. So we'll make a hard turn a little further up. But yeah, this puts us next to this cascade. Hopefully we'll get a better view of it coming up here. Here we go. Here's a little better shot of the top of that cascade. Some cascading going on down there. It's a shame the trail doesn't take us that way. We're still making our way up. Up to our turn. Climbing steadily, but by no means steeply. I don't know if the camera will get it, but way back up in there, this stream drops off that wall, makes its way down here. There is a very old side path here. Let's see if we can get a better view. There we go. Well, we made it to our little dog leg here. This will take us down and across the creek. This is kind of like the way that's been beaten out. I think properly the trail may go actually swing around there, but this will get us across, which is what matters. So coming out of that creek bed, you have a bit of a climb. As you can see here, we're still going up. It gets a little steeper in this section than in what we had down there in the first mile. You can see this wash, this drainage here. Pretty steep. Made it to the top. Get a little break here from the climbing. Nice little footbridge. Beautiful spot. Well, lots of laurels. But I haven't seen any rhododendron. Okay, so the tower's this way. Chenocetah. And I think it's a fire tower. It can be accessed actually from a road too, I think. This goes back to the campgrounds. And I think it dumps into a trail that'll come back to this trail that we were on. Though to be honest, I missed any such turn going in that way, but we'll see what the shape of that trail is. We're going to probably come down this when we get back. So onward. Onward and upward. You can hear my breathing. It's a long gradual climb. It's not hard at all, but a couple of little steep sections, but it does wind you. It's still going up. Our first bona fide switchback. Looks like some mountain bikers have come down through here. Got a little climb here. So when you turn that corner at the top of the switchback, you come around to this. The camera does not do it justice. It's not 45. It's, in fact, as much as it looks like it's about 30, it's probably around 25. Well, it could be 30. It's a pitch, and looks like it goes up for a ways here, good 100 yards or so. Well, it's gonna suck. Well, you gotta do it. You gotta do it. Getting a little break from the climbing. Again, lots of laurels. No rhododendrons. I can hear some people up the hill. Probably at the tower because we're real close. Here's some hooting and hollering up there. So here we go, dumping out onto a road. And a nice brick map. That's really nice. Showing right here how you go down. Chenocetah Mountain, one of the largest stands of rhododendron minus in the United States. Well, clearly there must be rhododendron up here. So we might as well walk on up this road, see if we can find it. Notice a loop here. That's the old tower. So I don't know if we can get to it better from up around here or what. If we should just walk on up that gravel road maybe. Oh, let's walk around here and see. Alright. Make our way up to this tower. Constructed in 1937. Dedicated in 1938. That is so cool. That's really cool. This is a beautiful view. I had no idea this was even here. This is just quite the delight. Wow. So I've been talking about how there's no rhododendron here. And the sign up there says rhododendron minus. This is an area for rhododendron minus, which is apparently called a small rhododendron. I believe that's what this may be. But I believe to be the case that what we're looking at are a variety of rhododendron with very small leaves. You can see here. And it's got that dark look about it. It's got that darker look about it. And notice here too that these leaves are curling. Yeah, this here I believe is a short leaf rhododendron. Look at that. And I may have been looking at more of those coming up the trail and just having in my mind that laurels have short leaves and rhododendrons have big leaves. That's just kind of what you've always been told. What I'd been told to tell the difference. I don't even know who told me. But no, we've got short leaf rhododendron and I got egg on my face. Oh yeah, it's not the first time. It probably won't be the last. Well, you learn something new every day. You know, I have seen short leaf rhododendrons up on Mount Roan, or Roan Mountain. I don't believe they were quite as short as that, but they were short. Never know. I don't think I've ever noticed, and I may have been in the thick of it and just always assumed that since it looks so much like laurel that they were all the same thing. I don't know. But we're going to make our way down. Back down the Rhododendron Trail, armed with the knowledge that we probably saw a lot of rhododendron and just didn't realize it because they were small leaf. Back at the turnoff, Mr. Chernoff. We're going to try going down here toward the lake and see if we can find that little spur trail that cuts back over. Hopefully it ain't got grown over. Maybe we can spot some more of these tiny leaf rhododendrons or whatever. That's still a head scratcher to me. Already on this trail we can see undulation that we really weren't seeing on the other. The other was following an old logging road bed, whereas this was probably just cut trail through the woods. As such, it doesn't really have anything previous to follow. Making our way up this hill. Looks like we're coming into an old roadbed here, though. Looks like we're just gonna cross it, yeah. I don't know. Which way do we go? So I went straight back there, and the main trail seems to go that way. This comes to another little fork. I can see a trailblaze over here. What I don't understand is this what this trail is. There's nothing marked on the R Trails app. I'm following some old dotted line stuff there. But we're inside the circle that I was gonna do, so, and this is way too cleaned out not to be some kind of trail, so we're gonna keep going on this. I imagine that trail over there probably went down to the campground proper. Maybe this comes back down and splits that that loop and comes back in to the Rhododendron Trail. We'll find out. So I just looked at the All Trails app, and I'm right on top of that dotted line, so we did the right thing. There's probably some options back there. I don't know, but we did the right thing, I think, staying here, and looks like that we're on the track that I was intending to take. So, and it makes sense because this thing is all beat out. I mean, this is well trodden. Probably a lot of mountain bikers coming through here as well, so makes sense. You can see where some hogs have been rooting here. You see little snout holes. And they put their snouts in under all that pine straw and root around a little bit and go looking for stuff, grubs and worms and roots and other stuff that pigs eat, which is pretty much anything. So we're up on a side slope on some old, what was an old logging road of some sort. Like the other trail, it's all been mushed down into a single track, which is nice. We've descended, we've had a few undulations, but for the most part I think it's been a descent, and we keep working our way down. We intersect another little trail that should take us back toward Old Gobi. So that goes off to the campground. We just came from this way, and I'm pretty sure this is going to be our turn. Let me climb up in here and see. This has all been pulled apart for some reason, but it just kind of stops. I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm right on top of the turn. It could be that double track. That may be what it considers the turn. It's just hard to say. Better look at the map again. So I backed up the trail a little bit, went in where I saw some brush clear back like it was a trail, but it didn't go anywhere either. So we're just going to head on down the trail here toward the campsite, campground, and you know, if we have to, we take the road around. It's not a big deal. We might still find a trail going out to the left. I just don't know. But we know where the campground is, so we'll be good to go when we get there. All right, that's where we came from. We dump out here on the road to the campground. I've never really noticed this before, but maybe I did. Yeah, I think I remember seeing that little sign coming in here. We make our way around here to the left. Well, it looks like the camp hosts are still here. So I guess the campground's still open. Somebody's coming up behind me in a car. Looking at that first loop, I don't think they even opened that this year. It's like there may be some people either fishing or swimming. The swimming area is down there. This is the campground that me and Bubba came and camped at earlier this year. It's nice. Got a big lake to fish on. Yeah, I guess people are leaving their sites maybe today. So another one comes up behind us. Well, we made it around to the boat launch here, a little boat ramp. Me and Bubba's been over there fishing a time or two. Let's make our way around here. Big giant U. So we first go along the lake here. Won't be long, we'll be back at Old Gobi. In the meantime, we have a great view of the lake. How calm it is. This is a perfect time of day to be out there fishing now. Nothing on the water. Anything that moves is going to probably attract their attention. Looking good. There's Old Gobi waiting patiently. Hopefully nobody broke in and got my pixie sticks. Especially the grape. I really love the grape. Rhododendron Trail done. Kind of was hoping to make a loop, but I kind of did. I had to go down to the road. And I wasn't completely surprised by that because I hadn't seen where it came into this trail. I just had hoped that it would reveal itself from coming from that way, but looks like all of that got washed up or growed over and the down trees kind of took that trail out. But really nice getting up there to that tower. It's not what I expected at all. I thought it was just going to be like a fire tower that was gated off. It was gorgeous. Also, it looks like those were rhododendrons of some sort. I'm going to do a little research on that whole short leaf rhododendron thing. I don't know. It did look like that. I saw a few laurels, and maybe the laurels had a more glassy look and a different type of underneath, and a little bit more green underneath as opposed to flat. I don't know. I'm just kind of surprised. You know, I've probably seen a lot more of those rhododendron minus and just always, you know, wrote them off as laurels. So maybe I got a little bit of learning to do. You learn out here. That's a cool thing about being out here. I don't know a lot of the plants. You know, I know the ones that I know. You know, I know sassafras because, you know, you can always pull up a root and smell of it and say, yes, that's sassafras. But some of this other stuff you learn, and a lot of stuff looks like other stuff, and that throws you off too. But anyway, good hike. I'm gonna head on back home and find something to eat, of course.